Hi darlings, welcome back to my channel. So I noticed this thing about some of the schools I visited here in Accra. Let's talk about it, shall we? Primary schools, of course, that are not free, access to school fees and all that. There is somewhere I saw feeding fee. What's that? Like it's compulsory. So like every day, and this feeding fee, like one person, one kid, you pay like 10 cedis, some take 7 cedi, 9 cedi, 8 cedi. I was seeing this feeding fee. All the schools that I checked, I tried checking out. I saw the feeding fee thing. How do you guys cope with the feeding fee, guys? Ghanaians, how do you cope with the feeding fee? Do you think it's okay to, after spending so much money on school fees, parents should also spend money on feeding fees instead of letting the wards come to school with what they prefer to eat from home? That's how I'm used to it. So I don't know, I'm not saying it should change, but let me know your opinion in the comment section about the feeding fee. Because if you check it, if a school is taking 10 Ghana cedis per head on feeding fee, and you have like 4 kids in the school, that's 40 Ghana cedi per head every day. In a month, you've spent more than the school fees even. And then imagine that in 3 months, that's more like per term. So how do you guys see this feeding fee thing? How do you cope with it? Do you think it's proper to spend so much money on feeding fee apart from the school fees you've also spent money on? Let me know your opinion in the comment section. And what do you think should be done about the feeding fees in schools? As a parent, do you pay feeding fee? If you don't pay feeding fee, how did you go about it? All right, let me know in the comment section, because the schools I'm checking out, the feeding fee is quite discouraging. And not just because it's expensive per se, even if I can afford it comfortably, I don't think it's because you wouldn't know what they feed your word. You know, how would they know the kids that are having allergies to certain ingredients used in preparing some food, or certain foods that they don't like to eat at home and stuff like that? You end up feeding them, or maybe they wouldn't even eat it. They might hide and waste it and keep starving. Meanwhile, as a parent, you're paying feeding fee. You think your child is feeding, and because they're giving the child the food he or she doesn't like, he won't tell you and he's not eating it. But then that means every day your child is starving until he or she gets home, but you pay feeding fee. So I don't know, I think I don't feel too cool about it. I don't know if you guys are comfortable with it. Let me know how you see it, if you think it's proper to spend so much money on feeding fee every day. If your child is eating from home, do you spend the same amount? I mean, if you cook from home, I think parents get to save more if they are taking food from home, right? Because I'm sure you stock up the house for the month or something like that, and every morning you fill up their lunch boxes to school. So I'm not sure any parent would spend that amount on feeding every day if your ward is taking food from the house. So I think the best thing is to make it open. Like if there are parents who are too busy to be preparing stuff for the kids, they can pay for feeding fee daily, and maybe at any day the child can come with food. It's okay, the parent don't have to pay it. I noticed some of the schools I inquired from, they made it compulsory, the feeding fee, and it's not really too cool. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this feeding fee thing in some of these schools in Ghana. I don't know if it's some, because all these schools I'm seeing feeding fee. Yes, it's not some, I think it's all these schools. Are there schools that don't take feeding fee, that kids don't have to pay for feeding fee in Ghana, in Accra? Let me know in the comment section. I'm curious, really. I really want to know. Personally, I'm not going to be paying feeding fee. I prefer my kids take their food from the house to school, so I'm sure of what they are eating, what they are being fed, how it's prepared. You know, I don't know, I have OCD, so and secondly, they are not, you know, so used to the local dishes. All right, so that means they are really going to starve, because the Ghanaian meals, they're still trying to adjust, you know, small to it. So I don't make it compulsory for them to eat it every single day, you know, because I know they are really choosy when it comes to food. So what, in situations like that, what do the schools, the foreigners in Accra, do they pay for feeding fee? Do the kids eat the same thing that other kids are eating? I'm curious. All right, because my kids personally, they are choosy. There are things they don't eat, they don't like. Even when I prepare it in the house, there are vegetables you can even prepare. They will eat the food and select the vegetables out for you and stuff like that. So it will take, you know, pampering and trying to convince them the importance. And sometimes I will even Google so that they read it by themselves, the importance of eating that particular vegetable before you see them reluctantly eating it, you know. And I'm not sure any school has that patience to start pampering any kid that doesn't want to eat anything to eat. So I'm a bit worried about that. If my words should be eating what the school is providing, I'm not going to be comfortable. I'll just feel like they're not eating enough, or they're not eating, because they will just leave the food for you. They'll just tell you, I'm not hungry, thank you, just because they don't like it. You know, so what are the adjustments done for foreigners who want to enroll their kids in schools in Ghana about the feeding fee? Do they adjust these rules for them so that the wards can come to school with their own meals? Let me know in the comment section, okay? But please, Charlie, Ghanaian schools are wonderful. The ones I'm seeing so far, they are so sweet. I can't wait to do some school series. Let me know. Just give me a list of schools you think I should make a video, I should create contents about on the comment section. Right now, I'm in Ghana, so as soon as I'm fully settled, I'm gonna have all the time to go around and get some videos, get some schools covered, some hospitals. You know, I really want to do all those things. Let me know in the comment section if there are schools that you have in mind that I should talk about, that they are not really talked about enough. You know, popular schools, there are schools that are not popular but they are still good. There are schools that are not even expensive but they are still good. There are schools that are expensive and worth it, of course they are good. So just give me the list of schools that you know, even if it's the one your ward is attending or the one you know someone who is attending it and it's good. Give me a list in the comment section, or you can send me a message on WhatsApp so that I can have an idea of schools, the locations where I can visit to cover some of the, you know, contents about them. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. You know I love you, right? May that see.